Welcome to another edition of Ask Us Anything. I'm Mike Wendland.
And I'm Jennifer Wendland.
And we're coming to you live tonight from our place on beautiful Okaloosa Island. And it's always a joy to be here. This is our place in the Florida Panhandle. And we have had kind of a nice vacationally getaway from the rat race, and we've been with all of our kids.
We've been with our youngest son and his wife Amy and our two grandkids, so it's been a wonderful week.
It has indeed. Thank you, everybody. Lots of you jumping on already, waiting for us. And first post is our friend Road Trip Buddy, and he says, hello, Mike and Jen and Bo, and we are delighted to have you be the first guy this time. Joanna says hi from Port Rowan. I'm not sure where that is, Joanna. You might tell us that. Shirley Washburn jumps in from Monroe, Michigan. Sherry says, saw your Coachman tour. That was our visit to the Coachman factory.
And that was fun.
In suburban, well, it's really in Elkhart, Indiana, which is the RV
blizzard.
capital of the world. And tell me your thoughts on the CrossFit. The CrossFit was the shorter 19-foot version that we saw of the Coachman Galleria. And it's great, you know, people love that 19-foot short sprinter. They really, really do.
Easier to park.
Yeah,
One parking spot.
Yeah, we had a question about our new unit, our LTV leisure travel van Unity, and people are asking us about that. And we're working on a video actually on Thursday, and I'm going to show you how I fit that in parking spots. But the CrossFit's really nice. You know, it's for one or two people at the most. I'd say that. And Coachman makes a really nice Class B on the Sprinter, both the CrossFit and the Galleria. With I like the Li3, their lithium version. So, good question. Jeff Burke joins us from Arlington, Texas. Thank you. Fly Sackers from Santa Rosa, Northern California, and he's wishing everybody best wishes. Thank you, sir. Kara says, hi from sunny Florida. What's your favorite memory of your travels over the years? Well, that's a great question. Every trip makes memories, so it's hard when somebody asks that. What comes to your mind?
It always is hard. Well, right now, what's freshest in my mind is our driving home from Canada in a blizzard.
Yeah, that certainly.
That was fun.
We did. We drove home from Manitoba in February on our birthdays actually, and we left Manitoba. They're saying maybe you better stay another day.
And they really
no
wanted
problem.
us to stay.
And we did it. We got into North Dakota across the border, and the blizzard was just incredible. So we ended up pulling off the road and actually staying in a hotel that night. But so that was the favorite
That was fun.
memory.
I like snow. It was fun.
Now, a lot of people wouldn't think that would be a favorite memory.
Well, we survived. I mean, it was fun.
We had a ball.
It was fun.
It was really fun. Yeah, it really was. So, my favorite memory, it's hard to say. I guess the biggest memory on our travels was last June at Glacier National Park when we were leading a group of folks on what we thought would be a very routine hike. We'd been on a photo shoot and help working on taking pictures. And they wanted to go on a short hike, so we'll take this little baby hike along a lake.
And we told them not to expect anything.
Don't expect anything. 3 minutes in, we see a mother moose and her calf being pursued by a grizzly.
No, it wasn't a brown bear, wasn't it?
We decided. Remember, the rangers told us it was a grizzly.
It was.
And then we later learned that the grizzly had eaten the other calf or killed the other calf the day before. And the moose came with her calf and literally stood right between me and I think I was with Kathleen Darling. Wasn't she on my right? I don't remember who was on my right, but she came right next to us. And for protection, the moose did that. And the bear kind of looked everybody over and moseyed on. So lots of memories every time we do a trip. Joanne Howard's here from Virginia. Pam Morrison from California. Hello from Rangoon in, I guess that's India, I think. Welcome. And our friend Larry is up in Milwaukee. And Charlie Morton says hi. Mark Diaz is in Torrington, Connecticut. Chris, a shout out to Chris. Chris is here. Chris is our graphics guy and video editor, and just I couldn't do all this stuff on the page without Chris. So big shout out to Chris. Everybody give Chris a thumbs up. Thank you, Chris, for being there. In Louisiana, it's raining. Well, it was a fairly nice day today. Kind of a high overhead clouds.
But it wasn't raining.
Mid 70s. We do have rain coming tomorrow. I know that. So that's good. Kathy's looking forward to de-winterizing. I think you got a touch of spring up there, Kathy. So that's always good. And Phyllis, a big shout out to Phyllis Carr. She is here. She's helping us with moderation. And Phyllis is a great social media expert, one of the top ones in the country. Actually teaches social media management. And Savannah, Georgia is where we find our friend Mark, along with Hutch, his dog. And there's a picture of Hutch that you see. Okay, to more questions. Then I got some news for you guys. Artie Mike, any news, he says, on the company no one wants to talk about? Well, we'll talk about it. He's talking about Road Track and Heimer, the Heimer of North America.
I'm anxious for another week to go by. Maybe we'll know something in the week.
I think tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, tomorrow is the deadline in the receivership court in Toronto for all of the interested parties who want to bid on all or some of the assets of Road Track to have their bids in. Now, I'm not sure when the court will decide or when this receivership committee, and I'm not sure who's even on that committee. I don't know when they'll decide who gets it. But we have been told as many as 60 companies have expressed interest in purchasing some or all of the assets of Road Track Motorhomes. I'm just repeating what I know from the media. I have no inside information here at all. The speculation is, of course, that it will be sold, and it will be sold to somebody who will want to keep that Road Track name alive and build motorhomes, Class B motorhomes, with the Road Track brand. It's a valuable brand.
It is. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
Other than that, there's a lot of other
Stay
rumors
tuned.
out there, and but this week should be a week, perhaps even as soon as tomorrow, that we should see what happens. Chuck Gunn says he made it on time. Chuck usually tunes in towards the end of the show. Atlanta is where Karen English is tonight, and we've got Cindy in Massachusetts. Ed says hello, and Mick in Baltimore. Tom is in PC Beach. I'm not sure where Palm Coast. Where's that? I don't know. I don't know where you are. Howdy from Memphis. And lots of you talking about it. Now, I wanted to give you guys a quick heads up on our plans because this is a travel week for us. We take off on Thursday and make our way to Phoenix, Arizona. Mm-hmm. And this is a show. This will be the third year in a row we've been at the Super B show in Phoenix. It's sponsored by our friends at LeMesa RV. And it's a great show. If you are interested in small motorhomes, and we're talking about Class Bs, B pluses, like from Leisure Travel Van and Pleasureway, they make a B plus, kind of a hybrid between a B and a C, and small Class Cs. This is the show. There's no other show anywhere in North America that has more small motorhomes than this show, the Super B show. And we love it.
We do. Hopefully you can make it.
Yeah, that's kind of our little niche. We love to talk about and report on what's new in the small motorhome market. We do that every year. There is a story on the RVLifestyle.com blog. If you scroll down, you'll find it. But the show runs Thursday to Sunday. Mm-hmm. Jen and I will be there doing meet and greets. We'll even be doing some live stuff on Friday and Saturday. So look for us there. It is inside the place that's now known as the State Farm Stadium, State Farm Insurance, the State Farm Stadium. And did you know they changed the name?
Yes.
It used to be known as the University of Phoenix Stadium. And I stress inside because they already are having some 90-degree weather out there, and you want to be inside in the air conditioning. And over 100 of these small motorhomes from many of the major manufacturers will be on display. You'll be able to look at them all in one spot. We'll be there. Our friend Mary Jane Curry, Chef MJ, will be there talking about cooking in an RV.
And she is worth coming just to talk to her about how to cook, how to use your convection oven.
She's got her book, Small Kitchen, Big Flavors, that she'll have there. You can get an autograph if you buy one from her. And we'll see if we can get her on. We're thinking about doing 2 live streams, one Friday, and we'll do that one, I think, on our Facebook page, our RV Lifestyle page on Facebook. And then I think on Saturday, we will do our regular Ask Us Anything, this show that we normally do on Sunday. Because this Sunday we're going to be traveling back from Phoenix. We won't be able to be here next Sunday. So instead of next Sunday, we're going to do that Saturday afternoon, and we'll do it live from the show. And I forgot the time that we're going to do it, but it will
Got to do some high math there to figure
yeah,
it out.
because we're on a different time. We're on, I don't know if they're Pacific or Central or Mountain Time out there. I think they're Mountain Time. So I'll post it on our RV Lifestyle Facebook group and on our Facebook page as well, what time. So hopefully, if you guys are anywhere near Phoenix, if you're shopping for small motorhome, come and meet us. We'd love to say hi. That is a lot of fun. All right, I want to get to some of your questions. Joanne was going to ask her, where was Port Rowan? And she says it's near Long Point on Lake Erie in Ontario, Canada. Well, no wonder I didn't know where it was. I was trying to think, where is Point? Is that in Florida? Is that in the Caribbean? All right, well, now I know where it is. It's in Ontario. Thank you, Joanne, for letting us know. All right, Bob says, do you guys carry an air compressor for your tires? No, we don't. It's our 7th year of RVing. We do not do that. We've had one flat tire in 7 years, and that was from road debris that we hit on 75 while you were driving.
I think it was a pothole.
Pothole? Well, there was road debris after you hit that pothole.
Excuse me.
Yeah, and that was near, we were on I-75 near Elizabethtown, Kentucky. And we pulled off, found a tire shop, and
we lucked out.
They fixed it all up for us while we had lunch, so that was great. But we do not carry an air compressor, and I don't see a need to do so. We have all those. When we just bought our new RV from LeMesa Travel Vans, and with that they have some roadside assistance, and I think we have Good Sam as well. So we've got 2, and that's what I would rely on. We don't even have a spare. And many of the RVs don't have a spare because they're kind of hard to change, and you bring road service out anyway to fix it. So we do not carry an air compressor, and frankly, after 7 years, this is our 5th or 6th RV.
You're asking for it, boasting here.
Yeah, I am. I don't want to boast on it. I'm just saying, it hasn't been a pressing issue. So what difference could I expect if I upgraded my Leisure Travel Van batteries as you have? Well, I wish I could answer that question better. We've only had this unit for 3 weeks, right? So, and 2 of those weeks we traveled, and it's been sitting out there in the parking lot for the last week as we've had our family down and we've been enjoying a vacation on the beach. So we did put in 2 AGMs. We swapped the standard lead acid batteries with AGMs. We had the folks at LeMesa RV out in Albuquerque, New Mexico do that for us. That's where we bought the unit. And the only thing I can tell you is that we have boondocked, I think, 4 nights after we got those batteries in it and bought it. And we had plenty of power the next morning for everything we needed. We didn't run out of anything at night. We are not big power consumers at night. We don't even watch TV, which we should. We've got 2 TVs in that unit now,
well,
and a DVD. But it's
we don't
dark.
have time.
I update the blog. I update our social media. I log our video that we shot, and by that time, it's almost time for bed. And Bo's giving us dirty looks to go to sleep. So we don't use a lot of power. We really don't. Now, it's been sitting out there in the parking lot of our condo all day or all week. And I just checked how much power I have in the batteries, and there was 12.9 volts. That's pretty good after a week of just sitting there. So and the only thing that's topping them off is we have 400 watts of solar. So that's trickle charging and kind of topping off those AGMs. So that's working good. That's all I can tell you. If you watch the video that we put up Thursday on this channel, we talk about lithium batteries, and we talk about possibly swapping and upgrading to lithium on that. and a very honest, candid discussion about lithium, and that was actually that was on our podcast. Excuse me, it wasn't a video; it was our podcast. What difference would lithium make? And I urge you to go back and listen to that. You can see a transcript of that interview at rvlifestyle.com. We talk about it. So all the way back to your question, Grey Goose, I don't know what you could expect. So far, I couldn't be happier. I mean, I've got plenty of power. I haven't had to turn the generator on. I've got the generator set to start if it gets too low. And, the solar and the AGM seems to be fine. And in our boondocking, we had no problems. Now, ask me that question, come back and circle, at the end of the summer. Because when we have had more experience, we can certainly give you a better answer on that. That's a long answer, right? Larry notes that the CrossFit is on the Ford Transit chassis. Yes, you're absolutely right, Larry. I think I misspoke myself. I think I said it was on the Sprinter. You're correct. It is on the Ford Transit. Mm-hmm. And they do, the Li3 is on the Sprinter chassis, the Galleria Li3. The CrossFit is on the Ford. Thank you for pointing that out. I should have known that. We just drove a Ford Transit chassis leisure travel van, the Wonder. We tested that out earlier this year and enjoyed that. So we've got some experience now with the Ford Transit, and that was fun. Let's see. How is the adjustment from lithium ion to lead acid batteries? Are you experiencing any difficulties? Our Beth from Zoe to Bo? It must be their dog. Mm-hmm. Well, I just kind of answered part of that question, and we did replace the lead acid, as I said, with AGM. The adjustment I thought would be really hard. Have you noticed? I'm going to ask my wife because she doesn't look at all the monitors and the gauges and all that. In using the new unit, have you noticed anything different from the ones we had with lithium?
Well, I'm not using the microwave. I don't just turn it on unless we're plugged in.
Did we never?
But I don't need the microwave.
We seldom ever use the microwave, right?
Right.
Yeah, that would be one difference.
We're heating the coffee water with propane.
Yeah, I've got a little tea kettle and I boil my water, which I like. I used to microwave it for 3 minutes, and that really isn't good. We don't like using the microwave. It kills a lot of stuff in whatever food or batteries or whatever, even water. It kills good stuff in water. So we heat up the water, but you could not run the microwave with the batteries. The inverter that they have in our unit, it's only 1,000 watts, and the microwave takes up more than that. It'd be the same with the air. If you're going to run the air strictly on battery power, you couldn't do it unless you started the generator if you're out boondocking. So, because air conditioning and the microwave, those are your biggest power draws. But that's maybe the only thing, right? Right. Yeah. So, yep. We had a super chat from Road Trip Buddy. Are you using the newest iPad Pro 12.9? It is so nice. Yes, I do. I do use the iPad 12.9. And I do love it. I like the pencil. Mine is just over behind me, and I just made a bunch of notes on it for a video that we're shooting. And I love it a lot. I take a lot of notes with the pen on it. And what else do I like about it? Oh, I like it. We use that when we just did the Harvest Host Tour. It's great to use the iPad because you can look at that big screen and find the Harvest Host people right around you. So I love it. It's a great machine. And I've had all the iPads, and that's the best one yet. Many of you just jumping in and saying hi, and we really like it. Rod points out, I just put a deposit on a 2020 Leisure Travel Van Unity Murphy bed. How did the Unity drive in the snow? Did we have snow that we drove in? There was snow on the ground, but I don't think we had any snow in the roads.
The roads were clear.
Yeah, we had snow in the ground coming through
Salt
Utah.
Lake City, leaving Salt Lake City.
You might have been thinking about when we talked about the blizzard. That was the Wonder that we drove,
and it drove great.
Yeah, on the Ford chassis.
Yeah.
But we haven't had a chance to drive the Unity in snow. There was snow on the ground, but the roads were clear. And congratulations to you, Rod. You'll love it. We love the Murphy bed. We did have a little glitch in it today, though, because we picked up. What did you get?
Mattress pad.
You got a mattress pad
and sheets
and pillowcases.
Well, I got a blanket. that.
Oh yeah, we went out downtown. Went to the Bed Bath and Beyond. Got a nice fuzzy UGG blanket.
I've
That's
seen
got to
about that.
go.
It's got to go
Telling you,
back.
it's
Too
got to
thick.
go.
Too thick. Too heavy.
Oh my gosh, it's way too heavy. It's like that thick. But the mattress pad didn't fit that they sent us. So
And it says it's for a Murphy bed, so I'm wondering if the Wonder Murphy bed is a little smaller.
I don't know.
I
The
don't
other
know.
the other ones fit. Ours is kind of almost a king. So we're going to go out after she
I'm going to
actually.
go out and measure it with a tape measure.
We've asked people what videos they want us to do, and a lot of you say, "Oh, do a walkthrough on your Unity." Well, we kind of did that. We showed it being built at the factory in the factory tour with Dean from Leisure Travel Van, and we just did a video this week on all of the new chassis the chassis improvements on the 2019 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter. That's up on the channel here. So we're saying, well, what can we do that we haven't already done? And many of you are asking us things like, well, show us the Murphy bed and how that works. So we'll do that. We'll set it up. And in the process of doing that, we wanted to put our own sheets and mattress pad and a blanket on it. And the mattress pad they sent us is the wrong size.
It doesn't fit, so.
So you think we can buy a mattress pad locally?
I think I can get a mattress pad. I want to
so-
go up there and measure it. I think I can get one local.
So we're going to do that. We're going to show you how the Murphy bed works. We love it. It sleeps.
It's very comfortable.
And it's kind of fun to put together. And we'll show you the things that we like about it. But if you have anything you'd like us to talk about in that video when we show you our new RV, we haven't done any real decorating yet. Somebody wanted you to do a thing on decor.
It doesn't need to be decorated. It's very pretty, just the way it is.
Yeah. We were looking at
Maybe
the
if
other
you had
day.
a couple throw pillows you wanted to put out, but
Yeah.
towels and things.
Yeah. I got to put a cell phone booster in it yet, and I'm thinking about some of my ham radio gear maybe, but I can't. There's not a lot we have to do with this one. If you looked at the video we just put up on the Sprinter Mercedes-Benz chassis, this dash display, the nav system, the CarPlay, the Sirius XM, the Mercedes-Benz 2019 Sprinter have just outdone themselves. All the stuff that we used to complain about on the previous Sprinters with that radio and that nav, that's all out the window. It's a really high quality system and the best navs display I've seen on anything. 3D, and you can use it, you can pinch just like you can on an iPad, and you can flip. It works like an iPad, and it works great. So we're having fun. Does your LTV refrigerator allow you to include the RV height? Oh, navigation. Allow you to include the RV height to avoid low bridges. Somebody asked me this on social media the other day, and I said, no, it's a standard RV system. I don't know whose it is, but it's not, or standard nav system. It's not RV specific. If you want that, I think you got to go to Garmin or maybe Magellan, one of those two, and buy RV specific. This one is not RV specific. We have never in 7 years had a height issue going somewhere. I mentioned that, and someone on social media said, well, out east it's more common.
I bet it is.
And I'm sure it is. So it does not. So you need to find another way to know about bridges. This one is not RV specific, and that will keep you going. All right, let's ask you guys to do us a favor and give us a thumbs up. For some reason, when you do that, Google pays a lot of attention to a video, and the more thumbs up we can get, so we'll give them thumbs up now. And also, if you haven't done so yet, would you please subscribe to this channel? It's a big help to us when we get the subscriber count up, and we get our videos out there, and people get to see them. So please thumbs up and subscribe if you can. Did you have any issues with the slide? Surprised so many little issues posted on LTV Enthusiast post. No, none. Now, the slide is really, all it is you push a button and it goes out and it comes in. I've had no issues with it. I don't know of anybody who has had any issues with it. And I guess they wouldn't sell it if they had a lot of issues with it. So I wouldn't be surprised that you're not seeing more issues reported. I think it's because it works. It's worked great with us. It's the first time we've ever had a slide And there's another thing with the slide that we have that we've never had before, and that is automatic levelers. And that is just so nice. I always prided myself on being able to back our XL Sprinters. Look at that look. Uh, yeah, I could see that look. And get it leveled. I never did, right? Never
Well,
was quite
sometimes it wasn't level.
Sometimes.
You know, like when your head's lower than your feet.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't like that.
But this one, you set the emergency brake, push a button, and 4 auto levelers come on and they level it. Really, it's just great. And then you like that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much more stable too. I noticed when we walk around. So we love the auto levels, and the slide. I always wondered how I'd think of the slide. It only comes out about 2 feet, and it's only the length of the Murphy bed or the width of the Murphy bed, and it's great. You do not need to have it out to use the vehicle. You can walk around. There's 2 really nice lounge chairs, so you can make it into like a dinette area or a day bed with a sofa. We'll kind of show all that stuff in the video that we're working for this coming Thursday. And again, if you have stuff you want us to see, either send us a note or post it here, and we'll try and treat those in the video that we'll be shooting over the next couple of days. Here's somebody in Rochester, Minnesota. It says, thanks for sharing the Sprinter video. Yeah, that was fun to do. I really enjoyed seeing and learning more about all those great features on it. Hey, another super chat. Woohoo! Thank you, Thomas Smith, for that. Hello from Idaho. Any meetups planned at the Super B show? Yes, Tom, there will be a couple of them. On Friday and Saturday, you'll find us there pretty much all day. But we're going to do a live thing. They've got a designated area for us. You'll find it when you walk into the stadium. And it's going to be early afternoon.
We better not say because we didn't write it down.
Yeah, did I write it down?
So you can post it.
Yeah,
when it gets
I'll post it on.
We don't want to tell you the wrong time.
Yeah, I think it's
because we'll be there.
But we'll be there. And once you're there, we're gonna do. So the meetups are at the show, pretty much all day Friday and Saturday, and we look forward to meeting you. We always are amazed at how far people come to go to that show because it tells us again how great of a show that is. Because
the future are the B's and the C's.
Now we say that based on what we think, but we went to the industry show just a month ago in Salt Lake City, and that was our main takeaway thought, right?
I've been thinking that ever since we got started in this 7 years.
Explain why. Why do you think that is?
Because it takes too much gas with the Class A's.
Yeah.
And I think
they're harder to move around.
Yeah. People are, the baby boomers and younger, want to go here and there. Maybe we have short attention span. I think we like to move here and there all over the place. We aren't interested in taking a home and sitting one place for a long period of time.
Yeah.
And we like the idea of boondocking. We like the idea of being able to pull into a parking spot and just to be able to get around.
Yeah, and it's I think this is technically a Class C that we have now, but I am not finding any difficulty driving it. They've done a couple of things to that Sprinter chassis, and I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know how to explain it, but they did something with power assist steering, some digital steering. I don't know what they did, but it steers much easier. In fact, I got in the car that we keep in Florida at our condo after driving this back from Idaho or from Utah, and I couldn't believe how hard it was, the power steering in the car, in this little
car,
what is that, Chevrolet Equinox, compared to the Sprinter, which is so much easier. So they've done something with electronic steering or something, and they also made it a 7-speed transmission rather than 5, so it drives so much easier. All right, I mentioned I didn't know where PC Beach was. Duh, it's right down the beach from us here on Okaloosa Islands, Panama City Beach. Hello, Karen English, and thank you for correcting me. She is our neighbor here on the Emerald Coast. Sandra wishes everybody a good Monday morning. She is checking in from Australia. Thank you, Sandra. It is nice to have you with us. You're up bright and early this morning. Let's see. What are your ongoing or expected future costs on your solar array? And what is the expected life of roof-mounted solar panels?
Never
Um,
thought about that.
well, there is no cost. I mean, they're up, right? And I don't know. I mean, I would assume they will work and be just fine until we trade that unit in and get something else or sell it if we ever decide we're going to get out of RVing. So I don't know. These are the flex displays, so there's not a lot of stuff that's going to get under them and lift them or cause wind noise. They've gotten great reviews, the newer versions of what we're using now, and I'm expecting these to last as long as we are using that vehicle. I know in our previous experience with solar in three other RVs that we've had, there was no maintenance, there was no cost. They just took the sun's energy, ran it through their magic box there and their solar manager, and
And I'm sure
charged the batteries.
everything gets better. They update and they change things, and everything gets better. As you know, they
Yeah.
invent new things, but I can't imagine us swapping this out.
Yeah, I don't think so either. So it should not be a problem. Let's see. Pacific is on Mountain Standard Time, which is the same as Pacific Daylight Time. Oh, that's way to confuse me, Chuck. I'm never going to keep a track. Anyway, I think it's like an hour or two earlier, depending on where you are. Well, we're in Central Standard Time where we're coming to you now. Bob Prowl says he's going to try and stop and say hi in Phoenix at the
Good.
Super B show. Bob, that's great. We look forward to meet you. Thomas says, I like the leisure travel bands, but I think at 6'5", the maximum inside height. That's pretty tall, Tom, 6'5".
I don't know if we could.
I don't think anybody's talking. I've not heard anybody talk of adding any extra height. It would be pretty hard to do, I think.
Got to sneeze.
Jennifer's going to sneeze. I could turn the
the
camera.
green beans on.
Oh yeah, we're also cooking and right in front of me in the kitchen here. So 6'5" is pretty tall. So I don't know. I get that question often. There are a lot of tall people, and it is a challenge for them to find an RV. They don't have to duck their heads. And this one, the air conditioning unit is ducted inside of it, and that's nice because you don't have that thing hanging down low, which we used to bump our heads. Even in the Wonder, we bumped our heads in that. This one, it's all ducted, and it's roof-mounted air conditioning, but it's ducted, and you don't have an air conditioner that's dropped down lower on the ceiling, and that's really nice. Brenda, you've talked about using a gym membership while on the road. Can you share what membership you use? Good question, because I think we're switching. I'll let you answer that,
Well,
Gym
we
Rat.
were with Anytime Fitness, but we're thinking of switching.
And we're thinking of going to what company? Which one is that? You can't remember the name of it either?
Oh, why can't I think of it right now?
I can't.
That's why you threw the ball to me. You couldn't remember.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
Is it Planet Fitness?
Planet Fitness, yeah. So we had used Anytime Fitness for years, and we started it because
we got it free with our health insurance.
With our health insurance, you got a thing called Silver Sneakers, which was free, and with that came a membership in Anytime Fitness.
And we went with Anytime Fitness because they have, right now they have over 4,000
clubs.
different clubs, and you can use it anywhere in the country.
And
so it still is good. They still have, I think, the most clubs.
Yeah, but we let it go. Well, for a couple of reasons. We're in a health club in Florida. We're in a health club up in Michigan, and
It's getting a little crazy.
It's getting
Three
crazy.
payments.
3 payments, and now we're thinking of going to Planet Fitness. They seem to have something called the Black Card, which you join a club. You got to join a specific club
In your area. It gets too complicated.
Something like $20 a month.
Let people figure it out for themselves because I'm sure it changes. And
well, I just wanted to point out that the Black Card lets you bring a guest with you anytime you visit any other club. And that's the good news. The bad news is if you want to cancel, you have to go to that club you joined in person to cancel. They make it, just like Anytime, they make it very difficult to cancel. That's my biggest criticism of them all.
Mm-hmm.
But we're thinking very seriously of doing a Planet Fitness membership now instead of Anytime Fitness. We'll let you know how that works out. I think we should get one of them to be a sponsor. Maybe that's the way.
That sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. All right, just a couple of questions more. I've heard you talk about electric bikes. I'm curious as to the style of rack you use and whether you have a cover for them to help eliminate road grime. I do have a cover, but I don't use it, or I have not used it when I put the bikes on the rack. I use it when we leave it parked and outside the campsite. The rack I use is the Hollywood rack, and I got it from the same company that we got the bikes from, which is Rad Power Bikes. And you can go to their website, radpowerbikes.com, and I'm sure it's listed there under accessories, or give them a call and tell them.
Because the bikes are heavy.
They're about 60 pounds each. So you want to have.
And we take the batteries off.
We do take the batteries off. And I bought for like $6 a motorcycle cover, and that works with both of them. It goes over both of them, and I'm sure I could put that on the rack and kind of,
Sounds like a lot
bungee
of
cord
work.
it around.
Tying it on there.
But we haven't done that yet, and I haven't. But the rack works great.
I'm surprised they haven't come up with something to fit over the bikes.
They might have done
A
that.
lot of people carrying
Yeah.
their bikes because you don't want them exposed to the salt and all the grime and everything that's out there. Dirt.
Yeah. Do you recommend upgrading the springs on a 170 Popular 2008? Well, you're 11 years old. Don't know how many miles you have. How does it ride? That's the question. How does it ride? It's a Chevy van, so it's very easy to replace the springs on the 170 Popular. The question, and only you can kind of answer that, is how comfortable are you riding it? A lot of people I hear are loving these sumo springs on RVs, which seem to really ride nice. So let us know what you do. But yeah, it's pretty simple. It's simpler on a Chevy van than any of the other RVs that we know. If you had the option of a diesel or propane generator, which one would you choose? I haven't given a lot of thought to that. I'm happy with propane. I'm not worried about propane. I like the propane on the Leisure. It's very easy to manage it. There's an easy on and off switch, just that you can access right outside the vehicle. I don't have a problem with propane. I would probably get diesel just because I'm always going to have diesel in it, right? And I can see, if you forget propane. I filled it up with propane in Utah. We used it for heat for 2 or 3 nights, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then we've used it to cook. And I still have like 80% propane use. So propane lasts a long time. I'm not afraid of propane. I don't mind cooking with the propane with two burners. I like having propane because I can hook a barbecue up to it outside. They have a nice quick disconnect that we can use. So it's a tough question. I probably would choose diesel just to make it simpler, but I still would probably go with the propane heater. Actually, I'm quite happy with what we have. So it's just that wasn't really a factor in our choice. So I was happy with propane. You too?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have a problem with
I don't
propane.
have any problem.
We've had inductive heating, and that's nice, and that's good. Let's see if we can go. Somebody says that they've had to change the name of CrossFit, and it's now called Beyond after they had a legal conflict over the name. I can see why.
I can see why.
Yeah, because it's such a popular name that I can.
CrossFit, the exercising.
So we'll have to refer to it as. I got to check that out. But
We'll have to check that out.
Thanks for saying that. And how did you like camping at the Route 66 RV Resort? Asks Terry Kish. That is on it's on an Indian reservation south of Albuquerque, I believe. And it's a beautiful park, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't you like that park?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Terry, I don't know. I think I met you there. I know I met you there. I met you there at the dog park. They have a nice dog park. Bo got to play there. Really nice facilities. It's clean. They're right on the grounds of a fairly new casino, the Route 66 casino. And that casino has an incredible buffet, as all casinos do. My only problem with casinos is they let you smoke, and they stink. you just get stinky walking through a casino. But that buffet makes it almost worthwhile. But a very great park. If anybody's in the Albuquerque area, we urge you to look at the Route
Very
66 RV Resort. And,
Very nice. Place
and
to
then
stay.
try that buffet that they have. They've got a beautiful swimming pool at that resort. They've got a health club right at it, which you really like. They've got really nice laundry facilities, and the showers in that campground are probably some of the cleanest, nicest showers that we've ever seen in any of our camping. So liked it, and it's on our list to come back and visit again. We really do enjoy that. All right, so I'm going to just do a couple more questions, and we are going to remind you again before I go back to them, and that is April 11th through the 14th. That's this Thursday through Sunday. We'll be in Phoenix, Arizona at the Super B RV Show. It's out at the State Farm Stadium. It's really in suburban Phoenix, Glendale. Inside, so you don't have to worry about the heat. The largest small motorhome show anywhere in North America. And Jen and I will be there on Friday and Saturday. We would love to meet you guys there. That would be awesome. A couple more quick questions. Larry wants to know, now that you've had a couple of B plus RVs, well, we tried one for a while and we just bought one, which we're going to keep for quite a while. Would you consider going back to a straight B van?
People tell us it's going to be hard if we decide to do that. So
Because of the extra space that
yeah,
they
but
have?
we'll get used to the extra space real quick.
I gotta say, I love the extra space.
You love the extra space, and I enjoy it too.
I
but-
love having the dedicated bed
and
with a real mattress.
Having a 60-pound dog, having the extra space is nice.
And for me, being able to set up, actually, I thought I was going to work more in the back lounge.
Look out, Bo.
Where are you going?
I got steam coming up out of a pan back there.
Oh, I
don't
see
know
it
what's
right
going
here.
on.
Just bring it. You guys don't want to come over for dinner? Come on, we'll feed you. We got a lot.
Oh, I've got a good dinner tonight.
What are we eating tonight?
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Healthy.
Anyway, so I thought I'd work more in the front lounge, and I do. I get up early in the morning while Jennifer's still in bed, and I set up back there.
Like a sluggard.
You are a sluggard. I get up early when it's usually still dark, and she gets up like an hour later. And that is so much fun, just to be able to have room to spread out and to work. And I know I'm not bothering Jen and Bo, who's also still sleeping. But then during the day and when we do our podcast, I set up the Murphy bed area, the lounge area, as a dinette, and I use that table. We've recorded the podcast there. We've certainly used it to eat, but I use it as an office, and it's just awesome, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. You're happy.
So, but yeah, we love B. I don't think we'd ever go anything bigger. And I think that, we're always going to be small motorhome people because we travel so much and we move around so much. That's really the thing. Made by Heart says, when traveling full-time with pets in states that require health certificates, how do you go about getting them in states you don't have a vet? Well, we always carry our dog's health records with them.
Shot records. We carry it in the vehicle.
And we've never had an issue with that at all. We have taken him in other areas to a vet, and the first thing they ask is, what's his records? And we hand them the records, and they have the record of our vet back in Michigan that knows Bo best. And we just don't have any problems.
And
so
we
just
haven't
carry
had any
your
problems
records.
going into Canada.
Oh yeah, we've never even been asked. We carry him when we go to Canada, but we've never even
And
been
they've
asked.
seen the dog.
Yeah, so it is not an issue.
So I just carry his rabies and all of his shots and everything. They're current and carry them with us.
And Bo goes to a lot of doggy daycare centers. We use Rover. In fact, we just booked, while we're out in Phoenix, Bo is going to stay here in Florida, and we just booked, he's going to be with Anthony. And Anthony's going to take care of Bo for 4 days, and we found Anthony on rover.com, which is a great service.
So we just went and met him and had Bo meet his dog.
Yeah. Charlotte jumps in. Warm hello from Rockport, Texas. We just found out that we have a sway bar on our Navion. Does your LTV have one of these? We're not mechanical. I don't think it does. What's the sway bar? Do you know?
No.
Maybe we do. I don't know.
Guess we better find out. I always thought sway bars were for trailers. that you
Yeah,
haul.
yeah. I don't know. Navion is more of a straight Class C than a B plus, so it's a little bigger than
The
ours.
Navion, I think, is bigger.
Yeah, it's the Winnebago Navion, but I don't know. I don't think we do. And but do I need it? I don't know. Maybe that'd be pretty fun. Okay, lots of you saying nice things, and I want to go through real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything really important. And
So the others aren't important?
they're all important, but you never know. Somebody might have said something that I made a big mistake or something. I don't want to leave that out there. We're looking at selling everything and buying a Class A once I retire and being a full-time RVer. Any pointers?
I think that will work for you because you're selling your house. This is your home on wheels. You go park someplace for 3 months, 4 months, perhaps, and then explore the area around there. You tow a car. It'll work for you.
Yeah. Good luck on that. You'll have a great time. My suggestion to you is what you mention all the time is try and rent one first and just go live in it. Take a 2-week vacation. Make sure that works. Maybe you've already done that.
I bet they've been camping for years.
Okay. Well, just try it first. That's always our recommendation. Elaine says, "How is it with driver and passenger electric seats when you want to turn and enjoy it facing inside TV?" They just turn around, and we don't watch. We sound so boring. We don't watch TV. We got 2 of them in the same. I turned it on the other day.
The TV
It moves up.
Yeah, there's
You can
an
move
arm
it.
that comes out.
We have one in the front, which we can adjust, and we have one in the back, which comes out a little bit that you can watch there. But you know, you can turn the 2 passenger seats around, and
People are going to think we're so boring. We do not watch TV. We don't have time.
no, we don't.
You're always making
because we're
TV.
making TV. I'm always editing TV. But the seats turn around very easily, and they're on a pedestal. Mercedes makes them, and we love our seats. They're covered with that ultra leather, which is really soft and nice.
Now tomorrow I want to watch that basketball game, and we'll probably be driving.
Well, Michigan State's not.
I know, but I want to watch.
Yeah, tomorrow we're off to a baseball game with our grandson Jacob, who is in Georgia, and we're going to go see him. Let's see if I can. I'm looking real quick for. You guys have lots of questions. I wish I could answer all of them, but we're running out of time. And does the navigation in your Unity use GPS, or is it using your data plan? It's GPS. It's using GPS. I can use Apple CarPlay and use all my apps as well. But Jeff, it is the new system is a GPS system, and you can use CarPlay and its navigation system as well. So you can. We like to listen to a lot of podcasts, and we also on this new system, we also have Sirius XM radio, so we can listen to our country music and a couple of programs, news programs. That's kind of what we pretty much listen to. All right. Lots of great questions from all of you, and oh my goodness, there are so many, and I wish we could stick around, but we have been almost 48 minutes here doing this, and it's some of you are making some jokes, and that's kind of funny as I look through the columns, as I look through the questions. I do. Well, William says, I do have a sway bar. Hey, we got sway bars. What's a sway bar? What does it do? I think it probably keeps it
from swaying.
stable. Is that right? All right, I'm going to Google that tonight. I'm not going to watch
gotta
TV. I'm going to Google it and find it. All right, William, thank you for letting me know. I have a sway bar.
So, do Class Bs have sway bars, or just the seats?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, here's the question. We got to take this because this is somebody buying a new one, buying our first RV, a B plus. Do you have any issues with parking in public lots, restaurants? Do you just pass up good restaurants and tourist spots where you can't park?
Obviously, you can't go through fast food.
A drive-in. Those aren't good restaurants.
Those aren't good restaurants, and you need 2 spots.
Yeah. Now, I just shot a video of where we park it in our parking lot here at the condo, and I take 1 spot, and you can see how it is. I have not found any place I can't go in this. I couldn't go in our B plus extended length.
And often you like to back in, if it's possible to
Yeah.
back in, because then you don't need two spots.
You got,
If it's such
you
that
go
you
in
can-
your wheels to hit the barrier, and you got that big part extended over.
Right, but rule of thumb, 2 spots.
And we kind of always go to the back of the parking lot, and we try and take 2 parts.
I say park the way you should for the first part, then there's some left in the back, and if a little car wants to squeeze in behind you, great.
But we have gone to fast food spots as we pulled off. Unfortunately, I hate fast food, but sometimes that's really what you got to do, and it's been great. So no, I have not had a problem. Now I am sure we will. I'm sure that there'll be places that we say
We don't go east. We don't
Yeah.
go into the big cities.
we stay away from big. I spent too much of my journalism life in big cities, and the traffic is always hard, and life's too good to be wasted sitting in a parking lot on the freeway, right? All right, that's it for tonight, and you guys have been great. It looks like the connection held wonderful. Thanks to Chris and thanks to Phyllis for helping with moderation and linking people and answering questions. Thanks to all of you who take time out on your Sunday to watch us. I can't believe that people actually come and watch us on Sunday nights.
This is the weirdest thing with our dog, getting totally off topic.
Is he down here with us?
Yeah, we're talking, and he wants in on it.
Hey, Bo.
So he's over here
I don't know if
wanting
they can
pets.
see him.
and-
He's kinda
yeah,
dark
he's
there.
kind of dark. He's blending in.
Well, he knows we're talking, but he doesn't know who we're talking
He doesn't know
to.
who we're talking to, but he wants to be included.
Well, if they watch us regularly, they know Bo comes on every shot.
Oh, yeah. Bo's
And I
usually
think he
there.
makes a cameo in just about every video
Yeah,
we do,
he's-
too. I
yeah,
saw him even in this latest one. I didn't think he was in it, and I realized he was in the passenger seat, your seat, looking out the
Yeah.
window.
Well, we usually take
So,
him out with us.
Again, if you have something you want us to show you in our new RV, because we're putting that video together, kind of the things that impressed us and answering your questions about how things work, let us know. We're going to be shooting that tomorrow and the next day, so I need to hear from you. Best way to get a hold of us is just Mike and Jen at rvlifestyle.com. That'll get to us, or Mike at rvlifestyle.com, and let us know what you'd like us to talk about. And also, if you're here on YouTube, there's a community tab on our main page, and you can clap in there. And I asked that question on community tab. Some people answered it already, and you can go on there and also tell us what you'd like us to do. But we're shooting it tomorrow and Tuesday, and we got to do that around a grandson's baseball game, and we got a lot of work to do. But right now, chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie, green bean salad.
And
We're
green
being
bean
good,
salad.
not like last night.
Yeah, and they said they can see Bo. Again, those of you who can get out there, we hope to meet you on Friday and Saturday at the Super B Show in Phoenix at the State Farm Stadium, sponsored by LeMesa RV. The show runs Thursday through Sunday. Biggest part of small motorhomes you'll find anywhere.
So see you there.
See you there. Happy trails, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.